Welcome to part 21 of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And in this episode, we are finally getting out of the Tower of the Gods. And afterwards, we'll be immediately thrusted into a different dungeon. But first, incoming enemy. I really just don't want to deal with this right now, but I'm going to have to deal with it anyway because things are going to keep pecking me until I do. Don't worry, though, because the blue Beamos that happens to be here, not the red ones, the blue ones, can be destroyed by arrows and they tend to drop stuff. Like, for instance, bombs. And they also drop hearts and arrows. That just makes things easier for you. And the funny thing is, the blue Beamos are set on one pattern instead of following you like the red ones do. Now then, sorry about the camera issues. It's just tends to, bug out. Because again, it is the game that is causing all this stoppage. Well, don't forget, you're gonna have to get a ferry before coming in here. Because after all, ferries will save your life. And if you somehow inadvertently got it, well, you're gonna have to go down a couple of levels and come back up to get another ferry. Don't worry, the enemies won't respawn. And here I am thinking that there's another ferry in that jar. There's only one. It's only gonna give you one. You have to go a far off distance before it respawns. So, with that said, I don't think I'll be needing that. Instead, I'll be going through the boss door. And of course, the boss of this is exactly what you think of most Nintendo bosses. 2 big hands and 1 head. You have done well to find your way to this place. Oh, chosen one. Accept this final challenge. If you've played Ocarina of Time, then you pretty much know how this is going to end. The only difference is, the bombs come into play too, instead of just the arrows and the sword. Well, actually it's just the arrows. Because, of course, you can't really hit it with your sword. Thing is, with this fight, you can actually hold your position here by the door bring him closer to you. That's really ironic, to be honest. And now, after you disable both hands, you can shoot him in the eye twice, and you gotta shoot both of them in the eye. I mean, you gotta shoot both eyes twice. Oh, and by the way, be careful with that barrage of his. It really hurts. Look how much health that did. Half a heart. That's okay. Now it's time for us to throw a bomb into Godin's mouth. And by the way, I know I'm rapid firing, but to be fair, my controller again was acting up. I didn't mean to fire all those arrows the way I did. Come on, hit him again. Oh, god damn it. It's okay. It's okay. You see, if you run out of arrows, at least Godin has the decency to give you more. This would have been an unfair fight if you didn't. And don't worry, the Wii U versions of Godin also give you arrows. But if you run out of bombs too, you will snort out bombs from the other nostrils. Yeah, in fact, he snorts out the items out of his nostrils. Well, that's kind of disgusting. But it's okay, though. As long as you have the necessary items you need to win. That's why they gave you a ferry and some hearts before you even came here. Okay, both hands are down. So make sure that the hands are down, so that you'll be able to aim for Godin's eyes. Alright, one more shot should do it, and that will make it for the second attempt. Yeah, I know I'm taking way too long, and this boss is supposed to be easy. But yeah, kinda went auto-aim. Not like a noob, but again, I told you my controller was acting up. And the Z button is one of those times that it happens to act up. Oh god, no! I gotta get that arrow. I gotta get the arrows. I gotta get the arrows. Thankfully, if you miss one set of arrows, he'll drop some more. This time, now that I'm out of the doorway, I can actually tell you the attacks in his hands properly. He'll try to cap, he'll try to punch you, clap you, push you off the edge, throw you off the edge, just like Bungo Bungo. The only thing you have to worry about Godon's head is the fact that it shoots a barrage of fireballs, which will knock you into the ring that is electrified. Other than that, this should be an easy fight, but the doorway strategy is kind of an unique thing, because Godon thinks that you're probably going to leave the challenge. That's why he stops what he's doing. Otherwise, let me just end this quickly before I die. And finally finish off Godon once and for all before the hands attack me. And that's it. The path can now be opened. Oh, chosen one. What will now come to pass is tied to your fate, to the path you have came for. Go forth with caution. And the beam of light will lead you upwards. Unlike the last couple of dungeons, which there was only a spiraling wind. Oh, and one last sneeze from Godon. He sneezes out of heart. Hope you blowed your nose, motherfucker. But it's okay, we got ourselves a heart container. And now it's time to bid adieu to this dungeon. Well, I can't really say that for sure, because I gotta come back here. Well, not have to, but now that I have the bow and arrows, I could go back and get the treasure chart later on. But for right now, I have to climb up to the top. And by the way, if you for some reason don't hear me, or my commentary's coming out a little bit choppy, it's because of the fact that, again, the footage from the gameplay is actually choppy. Now then, I'm going to switch from my bow and arrow to a grappling hook, and now it's time to ring the bell to finally finish off this dungeon. Sanctuary! Oh wait, I already made the joke. But on the bright side though, we're done. And with that, we already ended up blocking the 5th dungeon. So, yeah. We can't really do too much in that dungeon. However, it's technically a dungeon. Just to let you know, it's technically a dungeon. You get an item from this place, it's technically a goddamn dungeon. And it's also leading to the final dungeon of the game, too. So, we're gonna have to make multiple visits here. Especially since we need to get the means to get through Ice Island and Volcano Island. I mean Ice Ring Island, Volcano Island. Yes. Or Fire Ring Island, one of the two. Yeah, that island that had the big octo. But nonetheless, we're going down several leagues under the sea. Remember, folks, in the beginning of Part 1, Hyrule was sunk because of the fact that the hero had disappeared. And despite what many people think, Majora's Mask is still responsible for it. Because there was 2 distinct heroes. One who stopped the moon, and one who fell down the pit and ended up dying. So, yeah. There's that. But this, folks, this is Hyrule Castle. A dull, lifeless void for the time being. And surprisingly, despite all that liquid we just went through, needless to say, it's still somehow not eroded. So, we're gonna have to go in and get the dungeon item in this place. And clearly, if anybody has played Ocarina of Time or has played Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, there is a 3 MacGuffin system that leads to arguably one of the strongest swords in the game, the Master Sword. And sadly, unlike Ocarina of Time, this is the only sword we get. And all those moblins and dark nuts. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Hey, look at that picture right over there. That picture should look awfully familiar to all of you. As a matter of fact, let me zoom in and take a look at it. Or furthermore, let me try to stand out a little bit more.
Yep.
I'm not sure if this is a time limit, but just in case it is, I'll make it quick. You see all these people here in this picture? Yeah, every last one of them, that's Tetra and her crew. Every single one of those guys. And if you haven't paid attention to that, you probably wouldn't know.
Hey!
But, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a block pushing puzzle. And if you've played Tales of Symphonia, or any Tales game for that matter, you know how these block pushing puzzles work. As a matter of fact, if you played Ocarina of Time, with the block pushing puzzles that they have, you'll realize that this one, while unique, is pretty much akin to many other block pushing puzzles. Thankfully not the water temple. Now what we need to do here is push this to where it will actually go and form into the middle the Triforce symbol. Yeah, we're almost there. Just gotta go around and push the other side. Come on, past me. You can do it. And again, sometimes the control does not respond. Just... I know I need a new controller. I know I do. Strapped for cash right now, but I know I need a new controller. I'll probably get several new controllers if I could ever find them. Hell, and when I do you realize I'll be playing a lot of Mario Party and Smash Brothers if I did? Anyway. Now then. Push. And I think we're supposed to push again. Alright. And we're going to push again. I said push again, not crawl. Push it. And push it again. Now we gotta push it one more time, and that should make it okay. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Now we're gonna push this one to the very top. It doesn't matter where you position them, so long as they made the Triforce symbol. This is one of those puzzles where you only have like 3 triangles and there's 4 squares and stuff like that, and you have to make them all fit into one place or things of that nature. Some convoluted puzzle to make some sort of image. That's what this is. I mean, depending on the puzzle, it can be fun or it can be absolutely tedious. While this, the only thing that's tedious about this is my controller. And also, because of the fact that for some reason during this, every time you try to interact with the block, it constantly flashes from crouch to grab, which pisses me off so much, because that's valuable time wasted because of the fact that this thing doesn't know whether to push or to grab or to crouch. Sometimes defending ended up flashing too, and I don't want that to happen because I'm not defending anything. I'm trying to push this block. Again, trying to make progress here, and yeah, it may sound like I'm bitching, but I'm not. Alright, let's just go around on the other side and push this again. I think I got it though. I'm gonna have to go to the other side and grab it and pull it forward. Come on. Pull it. Pull it. And I think we got it. There we go. Now, I'm not sure, but apparently I've heard from many people that there was a time limit to this. Something happened and it was a non-standard game over. I'm not sure. But whatever the case, if there was, there isn't now. So, yeah. Let's just go downstairs since that's what is unlocked. And that should be, or should I, by downstairs I mean downstairs up here. And that should lead to possibly, again, the best sword in the game. But I did mention something about powering it up. Yeah, I did. Excellent, RV Man. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Now take that sword that lies ahead of you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above, until other Zelda games come around. Oh, and for the record, you can blame Wind Waker for Breath of the Wild's recharging of the Master Blade. The Master Sword. Just saying, you can blame Wind Waker for that. I mean, it's not that it's in the timeline, it's just that, Breath of the Wild takes lots of mechanics from other games, and some people don't tend to realize that. And speaking of taking things, since we took the Master Sword, we just awoken everything that was here. In other words, everything that is stopped in stasis are now going to start moving again. Meaning in order for us to even remotely get out of here, we're gonna have to kill every last thing that's here with our brand new Master Sword. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Too bad, however, I'm going to end this part here. Well, right after the cutscene, that is. So with that said, folks, we got ourselves the incomplete Master Sword. Why do I keep calling it Master Blade? I'm not playing Final Fantasy. This is the Master Sword. And, yeah. It's gonna be awesome to have to fight with this thing. And even got its own hilt right after you pulled it out. Oh, and the sparks are blue instead of just white. But it's okay though. I'm gonna end it here. And probably need this grappling hook because I want to snag a few Knight's Crest. But for the time being, I'll see you guys in the next part where I clean house and escape from Hyrule Castle. This is RVman985. Take care and peace out.